welcome back. This is episode 4 of my Ascension Diaries vlog series, and I'm so freaking happy to have you here. And to say that I'm a bit overwhelmed would be quite an understatement, because if you've seen the prior vlog to this, I don't think I've ever been this vulnerable on the internet before, but I think it just goes to show how transparent I want to be when it comes to documenting like my spiritual journey, because a lot of those things that I'm capturing, it's something that we're going through internally and not really voicing, and definitely not recording. So if this has shown up for you, doesn't matter if it's the first time that you see my face or the bazillion time, this is for you. There are no coincidences. Like, your energy is perfectly aligned with this video. So without further ado, get yourself comfortable, maybe grab yourself something nice to snack on, something to sip on. Where the last vlog ended, this one begins. And as always, take what resonates and leave the freaking rest. You probably wouldn't guess it just by looking at me now, because I'm put together and I'm about to head out for the day, but I had a good cry earlier this morning, and I feel the need to share why I was crying. Because with these intense energies right now, like I keep on repeating myself, we're getting triggered more than ever before. Anything that no longer is supposed to stay needs to go. So we're gonna get triggered a lot, which you shouldn't look at as something bad or negative. It just is, and it's there to teach us. It's there to enable us to grow. At least that's how I like to look at it. Anyhow, I did not plan on crying, but I was just minding my own business, meditating, and suddenly my throat got so incredibly tight again, and I was like, whoa, what is happening? And I tuned in, and I was like, okay, this is again about the fear of speaking, of expressing myself, and my inner child voicing that, like, please keep me safe, please keep me safe. So I went into that feel and I was like, we are good. And then I had like physical release, so I did not vomit, but it was just like yawning. Like, I yawned a lot, so throughout this meditative state, like, I was just like letting whatever needed to happen. So I was yawning, and then also like making sounds like ah, and just like it felt like a release. And afterwards, the tightness was completely gone from my throat, but then the emotional release happened in form of tears, and I was like, whoa, and it like came in waves over me, and the words that kept on coming through were like, you're safe. There's nothing to fear. This is behind you. You are fully safe to step in your most authentic truth now. Trust that. And I get chills when I say that, because that was so powerful. And in that moment, not only my inner child needed to hear it so badly, but every single version of me. I'm truly at a point in my journey now where I see the beauty in it. So I'm freaking grateful for that experience this morning, and I feel very light now, I think, because that was already a lot. So I took a shower, cleansed up all the remaining energy that needed to go, put on something cute where I feel very comfortable and confident in, and now I'm actually about to head out. Also, another thing that came through during my meditation, and something that I obviously kind of expected by me sharing content, there will obviously also be people that do not agree with what I have to say. And that is so valid, because during my meditation, I saw it, like me getting confronted with like negative comments and how to deal with it. And what came through so strongly is to distance myself from it and step yet again in the role of the observer, see it, don't get emotionally involved whatsoever, realizing where they're coming through. This is just a reflection of them, has nothing to do with me. And from that standpoint, I can meet this with love and compassion. So even if you're now watching this and you're like, oh my god, this woman is absolutely crazy, like I hate everything, and you feel the need to comment under my video, just know that on the other side of it, me receiving it is gonna be like, you take care, all is good, all is well. And on the beautiful flip side of it, it's only gonna boost my video even more, yeah? More comments, more engagement, algorithm likes that, so it's also another side of it. Oh, I just couldn't keep it, like, come on, like I have to make light of the situation. And honestly, this bit of resistance or whatever I'm gonna experience on this journey, I gladly will step over it, jump over it, because the why is so freaking strong. And that was another heavy download that I've gotten just during my meditation. It's like, remember the why. And it is to create the most fulfilling life for as many humans as possible during my lifetime. And this is only the beginning. Me sharing my journey, documenting my journey, and bringing healing to those that need it the most right now. So with that little rant out of the way, I will actually leave the house now and do some editing again. And I will actually meet a dear friend of mine later as well. So you can be surprised whichever next clip you get to see. Okay, so I actually haven't left the house yet, but what I've totally forgotten to show you is obviously the daily card pull. So, for those curious, you're gonna see what the cards have to say to me today. Maybe you're gonna find yourself relating to it. So these are the cards that came out today. 6 of Cups, Ace of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and 10 of Cups. And with the 6 of Cups, like what came through immediately was the importance of honoring my inner child at this time and really showing up for her. It's about me continuing to keep the fire burning, to keep continuing following the excitement. And with the 8 of Pentacles, it's all about follow through, staying consistent and devotional to what I'm creating at this time, because ultimately it will lead to the 10 of Cups, my most fulfilled and abundant and happy life. So you better believe I am listening to the guidance that I received this morning. Let's keep the fire burning, baby! Voiceover Toni here. Don't be too surprised. I was just thinking I could use this editing B-roll footage to update you guys on my life currently. Because as I'm recording this right now, it's the 10th of July. Which this only leaves me with basically 1.5 days until I supposedly need to leave the country of Thailand because my visa is running out. Like, my anxiety has been through the roof in the mornings. That's something that I can tell you. But for the majority, I've been able to regulate my nervous system really well, and I'm incredibly thankful for that. I'm still making it my mission to be in the present moment as much as freaking possible and really soak in the beauty that is around me, because that is something that we should all remember. Like, no day is guaranteed. So you better believe however long I'm supposed to stay in Thailand for, I will enjoy it to my fullest. So my financial situation hasn't improved at all. It still very much looks like I will have to take the flight back to Germany and move back into my parents' house. But you never know. Miracles happen daily. So I'm still very much in this phase of pure trust, pure surrender. Whatever is supposed to happen will happen. Like, it's not in my control. And I know that anything and everything that happens for me, for my highest good. And if I'm meant to be in Germany for a while, then I will go to Germany for a while. Then there's a higher reason for me why I'm needed there. And I think that was the biggest breakthrough that I had. Letting go of the resistance. There's just open space now. And whatever wants to drop in can gladly drop in. So with that little update out of the way, back to oblivious past Toni that was very much avoidant of even sparing a single thought to the fact that her visa is running out on the 12th of July. What a beautiful mind space to be in. But with that out of the way, let's get back to the scheduled program, shall we? As you're already used to with me, it's a bit later in the day. It's actually way later in the day, and I just finished up editing for the day. Oh, I think I sat here for like 3.5 hours, just like going crazy, but just like about entering flow state, and I was in it. I also had something incredible to eat while I was doing it, so all is good. But after all this like computer work, I really feel the need to move and to transmute energy. So I will go for a walk, and then remember how I told you that I was planning to meet a friend today. Unfortunately, she doesn't have time for me, so we're gonna postpone. And now I'm just thinking of other ways how to spend the rest of my late afternoon evening. So I just finished my walk, and as you can probably guess, I took a little stroll by the beach, and I just felt the need to film somewhat of a sit-down portion, because by now you probably noticed that I'm very intentional with what I'm filming and what I'm sharing especially. And to me, it has been somewhat of a juggling act to think of ways, think of frames to capture topics flow to me. So that's easy. But I also want to make it enjoyable for you guys to watch, right? There's that side of it, but there's also just like my soul wanting to be present. And when I'm sitting here watching this incredible scenery, I'm like, I want to be present with it. So since I already have a lot of footage for this vlog of mine, I decided to wrap it all up here. I was just gonna be here staring at the sun, staring at the ocean for the unforeseeable future. Like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here for. I'm gonna stay, but like on all levels this feels right, and that's all that I need to know. And take this as a reminder to check in with yourself. Whatever you're currently pouring your energy into, whatever project, whatever work, make sure to also take care of yourself. So yeah, I will leave it at that. So how was that one for you guys? Like, what resonated the most with you? How do these energies play out in your life? Like, I am curious, and connecting in the comment section will only make us feel united and reassured. Also, what I've forgotten to mention, I'm so incredibly grateful for the love and the messages that I received after uploading the last vlog, because life hasn't necessarily been easy currently. Like, it's also very exciting, but also kind of unnerving how quick everything is changing. It's like good to know that I'm not alone in feeling like this. I truly hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if there's anything that you would like for me to talk about in future videos. Like, I am an open book. I truly mean it. And if I can help in any shape or form with sharing my personal stories and how I'm navigating these current energies, or also overcame like past struggles, I'm more than happy to share it. And if there's something that I'm not comfortable with sharing, I always let you know. So that's just about me having boundaries. But I know that you respect that, and I love you, love you, love you so much for that. With that being said, take care of yourself, nourish yourself, and I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Bye-bye. If you couldn't tell, I tried to extend my bye as much as humanly possible, so you don't really hear the truck noises in the background, but you probably picked up on it very well. But the thought counts, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna make sure to soak in the beauty that is around me as much as humanly possible, because I don't know what tomorrow brings. I mean, actually, that's just a reminder for everyone. Appreciate the gift that it is to actually wake up in the morning, to be able to move, to breathe, to live. Got chills just saying that, so that is the truth. So to whoever needed to hear this today, you're very, very welcome. Life is just wild, honestly.